All right, it's time. I've been grinding for a long time. Y'all know that. And it's time I achieve one of my long lost goals. All right, I want 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm a little more than 30,000 away. So please, Pharaohs, help me run my sub count up in the month of September. If you watch this video, please subscribe to my channel. I want to hit 30,000 subscribers in 1 month to get to 100K. Again, we can do this, Pharaohs. I trust in my Pharaohs. Y'all done held me down and paid my bills for over a year, and I know we can do this together. We've been through a lot. The grind ain't never stopped, and we going forward in the month of September. I need about 30,000 subscribers in the month of September to achieve this goal. I'm finna grind my behind off to get to it. I know we got it in us. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. We finna do something amazing and have our moment by the end of September. 30,000 subscribers in 1 month. Let's go. All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV. All right, this is going to be interesting. I want to know where everybody's head is with this. This is for my basketball fans out there. So ESPN does these rankings before every year where they name you the top 100, 200 NBA guys, right? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when I was working there, I'm pretty sure it's the same now, they're naming these guys off what they expect statistically, what their PER will be in the season. So they're trying to rank them in order of like production on the court and efficiency and all that. But for the sake of this conversation, I will do, would you rather draft this guy over Carmelo? Because I heard a lot of people saying, bruh, how do you not have Melo in your top 50? And I would preference my comments to this. ESPN said Melo's not a top 50 player. I don't know about that. I would have to go through every name and really think about it. But if I were starting a team, and I just want to ask you guys this, for all the people who believe Melo's a top 10, top 15, top 20 player, how do y'all justify him not making the playoffs? How many times has Melo been in the playoffs in his career? What, 3 or 4 years? Did Melo not have enough help in New York last season to make the playoffs? I'm really just asking questions right now. Y'all tell me what y'all believe. Because Melo had Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis, to me, is a top 30 type talent. And the Knicks, in a bad Eastern Conference, finished 12th at 31 and 51. If Melo's a top 10 guy, how in the hell does he not get his team in the Eastern Conference, where the Chicago Bulls were 41 and 41 and they were the 8th seed? How does he not get that team to the playoffs? I'm asking y'all a real question. How is Melo a top 20 guy and his team can't win more than 31 basketball games? So I'm just asking y'all a question. How can he be a top 20 guy, top 10 guy, and his team's not making the playoffs? Melo ain't never been to an NBA Finals. I don't think he's gonna ever get there. He ain't team hopping. It looks like he's gonna be a Knick to start the season. Seriously, I want to know where y'all got Melo. So I'll do this, right? And I probably would leave rookies out of it for this year because they have not proven anything on the court. But let me tell you, I got about 30 names on the top of my head, and you guys stop me at any point if y'all think I'm lying. Would you take these guys over Carmelo Anthony? And I'll justify some of them. So I'll start my list off here. We could be easy with it and start out with LeBron James. Nobody's picking LeBron over, or excuse me, picking Carmelo Anthony over LeBron. I got Steph Curry. I got Kevin Durant. I got Russ. I got Harden. I got Kawhi. I got DeMar Cousins, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler, John Wall, DeMar DeRozan, Blake Griffin, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Love, Marc Gasol, Andre Drummond, Draymond Green, Paul George, Mike Conley, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kemba Walker, Hassan Whiteside, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, Gordon Hayward, Kristaps Porzingis, Melo's teammate, Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, Rudy Gobert, Devin Booker, Joel Embiid, Jabari Parker when healthy, CJ McCollum, Chris Paul, and then I threw in Al Horford. I'd be willing to take out Al Horford, but I just gave you 36 names of guys that I would take over Carmelo Anthony. Some of those that are debatable, I'll acknowledge that Blake Griffin is debatable. If you want to take Blake Griffin off that list, I'll give you Blake. Rudy Gobert, because of his defensive presence on the court right now, he's always making an impact on the defense side of the court. I'm keeping Rudy in that list. I didn't name anybody on the Dallas Mavericks. I'm fine with that.
I didn't name anybody on the Sacramento Kings, even though a lot of people will believe Buddy Hield is up for a debate, and their young point guard, De'Aaron Fox, is up for debate. I have not seen De'Aaron Fox play an NBA game in the regular season. I kept him out. A lot of people will say Nusif Jurkic with the Portland Trail Blazers is better than Melo. I ain't even do that. For the Lakers, a lot of people would say Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball are better. Right now, they would rather draft them over Melo. I ain't even say that. I only gave you Devin Booker and Phoenix. Devin Booker put up 70 points in the season this year. And on top of that, the Phoenix Suns are in the Western Conference. They finished at 24-58 in the tougher Western Conference. I'm sorry, man. Melo has a better team in New York. Last year, he had D. Rose, Joakim Noah. There's no excuse for Melo to not make the playoffs. Y'all ain't gonna keep it honest with me. Don't even have a conversation with me. Why is Melo not making the playoffs in the Eastern Conference? Please. This is a Hall of Famer we're talking about. Please justify that. Is it the leadership? He doesn't have it in him? Like what? Does he not demand enough of his teammates? Is he selfish? Taking too many bad shots? Please. Y'all gotta justify this. By the way, keep it going. I'm just thinking of guys on the top of my head. I don't think I named anybody on our Orlando Magic. I'm fine with that. I only gave you Kemba with Charlotte. I'm fine with that. Nobody from Brooklyn. I only gave you Joel Embiid. I probably could have named Markelle Fultz and Ben Simmons on Philly if I really wanted to take it there. I didn't. I'm just saying. Miami, I only named Whiteside. I believe I'm fine with that. I don't think I named anybody from Detroit outside of Andre Drummond. I probably could have took that a step further. Indiana Pacers, I don't think I gave you anybody from that. I probably could have named Miles Turner, Victor Oladipo. I could have named those guys. Chicago Bulls, I kept it slim there. I possibly could have named a couple guys, possibly, that I'd rather draft over Melo. Maybe I want to have Chris Dunn over Melo. I ain't even go that far. Atlanta, did I name anybody on Atlanta? I probably could have went in there. Did I name anybody on Denver? They got a plethora of talent. You mean to tell me you would want to draft Carmelo Anthony over Moutier, Jamal Murray, and they got Millsap? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, what are we really discussing here? I'm sorry, guys. I love Melo too. Great person. Does a lot for the community. Seems like a really to his name person. Melo, a chill dude. But y'all not making sense to me. How are y'all not gonna, like, when do we draw the line? Like, does this brother not need to be held accountable for not making the playoffs? Who else is great right now and not making the playoffs? Melo's in better shape than D-Wade. He has much more in the tank than D-Wade does at this point. As he should. Melo ain't been in the playoffs as deep as D-Wade has went a few times. So D-Wade's been to the finals, 4 or 5 times. Melo ain't been to the finals that often. He ain't been to the finals at all. He ain't been deep in the playoffs that often, excuse me. So I'm just saying, I ain't gonna knock ESPN. Yes, it's a bunch of guys who don't play basketball and they wouldn't understand in a pickup game, you're picking Melo over a lot of these guys. But I'm just gonna play devil's advocate and take up for these guys. Yo, it's really tough to say Melo's a top 20, top 30 player if he has another top 30 guy in Kristaps Porzingis. How can 2 top 30 guys not make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference? Nobody's explaining that to me. And Derrick Rose. And Derrick Rose wasn't atrocious last year. He wasn't the old Derrick Rose. I'm just saying, the brother was definitely above average last year. Like, how do we justify that? Melo not making the playoffs. Have the Knicks given Melo the best rosters to play with since he's been there? No. I will acknowledge that myself. No, the brother has not had the best supporting cast around him to win championships. No, he has not had a championship roster in New York. He hasn't really had a championship roster in Denver. I don't think Melo has had a championship roster since he's been in the league. But Derrick Rose averaged 18 points a game last year. Porzingis averaged 18 points a game last year. Had Courtney Lee. That's another 10 points a game. Melo averaged 22. Like, what's missing? I'm just asking here. Talk to me in the comment box below. ESPN doesn't have Carmelo as a top 50 guy, and it's creating a lot of uproar. I don't know, man. I would have to go through the list, but I know I got 35 guys that I would draft over Carmelo Anthony. That's a fact. What do you guys have Melo in y'all rankings? I want to know. And if y'all gonna say Melo's a top 20 guy, please answer the question, why is his team not able to make the playoffs before you say he's a top 20 guy? Please, in the same sentence, explain to me why his team's not making the playoffs. Thank y'all for the time. Let's support. Don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.